Virgo, full moon, lunar eclipse. How are you all feeling? Hope all is well. Well, we're here. We're in it. This particular lunar eclipse started in the constellation of Leo, and then it gradually moved into Virgo. And so if you have checked out my other videos, you'll see that I've talked about Leo energy. And it seems like I've talked about it a lot. But the Leo constellation is playing its part. And so some of those aspects of the Leo um, would be just having that confidence, moving from that heart space. Um, it's creativity, it's playfulness, it's really, it's like that creative force that you need in order to manifest, you know. And then we have the Virgo energy, right? So the Virgo is more, and that's an earth sign. So Virgo is more of that energy that's it's very detail oriented. It is discerning. It is accurate, mythical. It has to go in order. It has to make sense, you know. And I love that about Virgo energy. It's about also health. You know, it gets in the crevices of things, very detailed. Pay attention, energy, you know. And so I think with these two, with Leo and Virgo, those two energies, they go hand in hand. You know, I feel like you need that Leo energy to have that confidence, um, that that explosion of um, fire to move forward in order to create something, with the Virgo energy, where it's like you making sure the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, and you're just making sure everything is in alignment. And then you take action to with the Leo energy to actually create it. So they go hand in hand. It's like I love the Virgo energy because it just really makes sure things are done properly, to make sure the foundation is set. And so the darker aspects of both of those signs, starting with Leo is more of egotistical, you know, prideful, maybe overindulgent of things. And then we have that Virgo energy where it's like very judgmental, critical, very critical, can be harsh, critical for sure. And nervousness kind of gets in the way, you know, and overthinking and perfectionist energy. So I think when I think about both of those signs, when you're putting them together, it's like if you just do too much of judging, being skeptical, or letting your ego get in the way of something, too much of that, too much of perfectionism will stop you. It will stop you from accessing what it is, manifesting what it is that you truly desire. So that's just the darker aspects of those two signs. And so, yeah, I love that. And I think that those two signs in this very time right now are critical to laying the foundations to the things that you truly desire. So now I have a couple of messages that I was getting, because for me in this energy, I was just getting download after download after download. I feel like it was like the Virgo energy was coming in, and it was just like, here are your details, here's your itinerary, this is the plan that you need to go by in order to manifest what it is you want. Here are the things that, you know, here are the messages you need to get in order to understand how to execute your next steps. And so setting boundaries has been just a key energy. Setting boundaries, even just definitely for my own personal self, setting boundaries have been key, and it's life changing. um, Setting boundaries to manifest what is needed and what is desired. So whatever it is that you desire, you have to have these boundaries, no matter what, upholding those boundaries in order to manifest what it is that you desire. Doing what's necessary internally. So internally, if that's setting boundaries, whatever it could be for you internally that you need to do for yourself, self-care, taking care of yourself to make sure you have what you need so that you can manifest other things. You know, because if you don't take care of your internal yourself first, yeah, you're definitely going to have a hard time manifesting the things that you truly want on the outside. Healing community, family, and self-healing. So again, healing yourself with the self-healing, and then family and community. So, you know, I always think as it kind of like it's almost like it's again, it's like that Virgo energy. Here is these steps. So it's like you have yourself first, you have your family, and then you have community. And for me, those are the three things that really just make sense in how to properly, like the steps to properly take care of yourself and be able to take care of people outside of yourself. So if you take care of yourself and you set those boundaries in what you need to do for yourself, then you can pour into your family a lot more, and you can pour into a community a lot more, you know, a lot more, a lot healthier, you know. One of the biggest messages I got, and it was just like, ooh, it was healer of illusions. And I just thought that was so deep when I heard it, because I was like, healer of illusions. So I feel like with that message right there, healer of illusions, is Virgo. The Virgo constellation is already, to me, like, it already like comes off well. It's said, you know, that it is the healer. It's one of the healer signs. I've also heard like, they talked about how Jesus was a Virgo, he was a healer, but it's healing those illusions, whatever it is that has stopped you from being your best self and manifesting those things that you truly need and desire. Those illusions have to be healed, those illusions within your own self, and you know, and to stop the illusions from the outside coming in towards you, you know, those boundaries. So healer of illusions. So I thought that was deeply significant, because I said, oh wow, okay, I felt like healing those illusions are being healed. Now you can move forward. Feeling safe within, trusting self. So it's like now you are trusting yourself, you're trusting the messages you are getting, you are trusting the guidance, and now you're able to, because now you found this harmony within your own self to trust yourself. Now trusting others, because again, we're going back to that Aquarius new moon solar eclipse. It was about community in that. That was just one aspect, community. So trusting others. So a lot of skepticism goes on, and that's a part of an illusion. Um, in certain situations, not all situations, but for this particular message, this is about people who have a bit too much of that skepticism, fear of trusting others. If you've been doing the work, now you're in that position where you're able to trust. If not, you're getting ready to get some lessons to understand you gotta trust. And trusting others is a part of what it is that you truly want. You want community, you want people in your life, you want, you want those things in your life. You want people are part of your purpose, part of a business you're trying to put together. Whatever it is that you're trying to put together, community is a part of that. And wanting that, you have to be able to trust others and come out of that pride, that overthinking. Those are those darker aspects of Leo and Virgo. So having to also trust the process. Trust the process is key. And I think in this message, and I know for the people that are listening, this is about you are finally feeling relaxed to trust the process and understand how things are working and how things are moving. So being able to genuinely trust, the guidance, and you have all the tools that are necessary to manifest what it is. Ancestors, the energies of the ancestors, past loved ones, passed over loved ones, this energy was huge. And whatever that means for you, I feel like because you have learned certain cycles that have taken place within your lineage, now because you are implementing whatever it is that you're implementing, you are creating protection for yourself, for your family, and for your lineage. This is breaking the cycles. Cycles are being completed, and you're going into this stage of mastery. Beautiful. What you've been working on, it's been taking some time. It wasn't a short journey for you. It just wasn't quick at all. It wasn't quick at all for you. And now you've completed this part of your journey, and now you're in alignment. That Virgo energy, in alignment, because you took the necessary steps. You took each detail and you put it together, and now you're in alignment to now start building what it is that you desire. The foundation is now laid, because the foundation is, that's the most critical part of when something is being built, making sure the foundation is in order, is solid. And those are the detailed parts that have to be done to make sure that the building, whatever you're building, stays solid, And so, another message, it's a couple of more messages that I got. The Virgin Mary, Jesus, Urzuli, Dantor. Whatever that means for you, those messages were coming up, going into mother and child energy. So whatever that represents for you, mother and child energy, this has a lot to do with this eclipse, this lunar eclipse. So for some of you dealing with your children, it's a part of what's going on right now. And then I got a song, The Game, featuring 50 Cent, Hate It or Love It. And in that song, he talks about the underdogs are gonna shine. And that was the main thing that kind of picked up to me. So again, if it's something that you have been working on, and it may not been like you just went through a lot of hardships, it was it just wasn't a pretty ride. And a lot of people might have counted you out, didn't see you, whatnot. You're going to be seen. You're going to be recognized as long as you keep up the work that you are choosing to do. As long as you do the work, you're going to get what it is that you truly deserve, what is really meant for you. Meaning certain opportunities couldn't come to you because you didn't, you wasn't in alignment with those opportunities because certain other things had to be taken care of. But now these things are being taken care of, and now these certain alignments can come to you. You won't miss anymore. You have the opportunity to not miss anymore because now you're working at a mastery. So now you can manifest what it is because now you're focused. You see the details. You know exactly how to move in these situations, and now opportunities come in. All right, yeah, that was a lot of messages, but I had to share those. Okay, so I pulled some cards, and we'll go through these. The first card we have is Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And so for me with this card, I just feel like it really talks about having an understanding, and I use understanding, but understanding of other people's path and challenges. So this is almost like that empathy energy where it's like not having that harsh criticism towards what other people go through. And particularly maybe what somebody did to you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have been in harsh judgment with you. But that doesn't mean you have to be in harsh judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's like you not being in harsh judgment, just having understanding of everybody's path, just like your own path, So, but there seems like there's going to be a situation where you're going to have to really watch your ego and not be in harsh judgment towards something. The next card is Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So this is all about manifestation. This is all about manifesting. You having the free will to create your own happiness. So this is all up to you, whether you want to create happiness in your life, create happiness. And the next card is Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So when I see this card, I always see these people together. And what I feel like is this is about wanting to have a community. This is a community of people. Everybody's holding the lights together. Everybody's working as one, working as one here. So I feel like what it is that you're wanting to create is community. But there's and I feel like with that Judgment card is just not being too judgmental in order to create this, because everybody's got their own path. People are going through their own things, and just being less judgmental of people. The next card is Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So again, there's that overthinking that that you could definitely be experiencing. And I think that for some, you're gonna be overthinking some things. You're gonna be overthinking about the the people that are coming in that are wanting to build a community with you. There's going to be a little bit of fear, I feel like. I just think there's going to be some doubts here. You're going to probably doubt some of these people. You're going to have like, I don't know because I didn't see what you done been, it's like, yeah, well, this is what you're asking for. So you have to really you have to watch that ego and not be so judgmental of other people's path and journeys of healing. The next one is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So I feel like that's releasing that harsh judgment, guilt of the past, um, guilt of what somebody, what someone did to you. I think that you're being asked to release those, that overthinking, you know, and in order to really get the community that you're wanting. So the next card is friendship, community. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I just feel like, you know, there are people that are in your life or coming into your life that are here for a reason. And again, it's not being judgmental of where they at in their journeys, just really having total understanding um, for where people are at. But these are your people. These are your people. And then the last card is envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So I feel like with that card, that's a great card to sum up both of these cards. With judgment, this envy card says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So again, we all got our own unique and different challenges that we're dealing with. And it's just, we're all doing this and we're all doing it our own different ways. And as long as I feel like you stay on point with what works best for you, which is your boundaries, but not being overcritical and overthinking everything, then you'll have a healthy balance, just being balanced in your boundaries, because community is showing up, it's here. For some of you might already be doing it, for some of you it's coming, there's more coming. It's a variety of things that are going on, but just knowing that you can have what it is that you desire, as long as you stay in your freedom, you keep your boundaries, you do what's best for you, you can have the community you want. And so now that you have the blueprint and what you're doing, that you can't fail. All you're going to do is keep gaining and keep gaining, what's best for you, because now you have the blueprint. You're the master now. So now you're here to manifest what it is you desire, So, I think that that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate everyone that has viewed and liked the videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope you all enjoy this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. Bye.